Hey folks, this is Matt once again. I am joined by a very good guy here, Stuntman Marq,
What's up?
for what may or may not be a commentary. We'll see what happens. If
Mhm.
Uncle Bill, maybe he's busy, maybe his internet might have gone out too. If that's the case, he couldn't message.
That's right.
So you
Yeah.
never know, because that happens a lot. So if it doesn't, we'll do something else.
hmm
Maybe we'll just do a regular stream. We'll give like 5 minutes and talk to the chat, talk about movie news. But
hmm
RJ, I hate this movie too. Let's tear it apart. Well, maybe one day eventually we'll. Hey there, Bobby, Preminator, Cole, Neopunk. Hello, all. Hope you guys are doing well. I could show this. It'll be in an update soon, but this came in the mail today. The Diamond Anniversary Bosco DVD.
Okay.
This is because I was complaining about the Superman Blu-ray set, so this actually has the right audio, and picture
Okay.
quality is pretty decent. This is from 1991.
Did you test it out?
So
See if it's good.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the picture quality, it's 1991 DVD, so the picture quality is not going to be pristine, but
hmm
still better than the public domain stuff. And the audio, there's no weird edits and splicing and stuff that was in the later releases.
hmm
That's one of the main reasons why I got that.
Cool. That's cool.
And yeah, this is your favorite film next to Hard Tardy. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. But hey, Samuel and Dartmouth Spider. But again, I don't know if we will do this film tonight. Again, Uncle Bill was supposed to join us, but again, he could be having problems with his internet, or
hmm
maybe just said, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this no matter what." Under protest. Uh, yes, I was going to mention that uh, Julian Sands. That's the big piece of news. They
Oh
finally
man.
found his body. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
I believe hikers found was it hikers found a body and it was
hmm
established that it was Julian Sands.
You know the weird thing about that? They said that his body was found in the area where he was last to have been like seen or something like that. Like they knew that that location was where he went missing. Well, I'm like, what happened to all the search parties? Like, how could they have missed him? I mean, I know there was like snow or something there, but maybe he was
Hmm.
buried. I don't know, but it just that's awful news, man. I was a big fan of his. Like that's a terrible way to go out, man.
Yeah. What was your favorite? Oh shit!
He made it.
Someone caught him.
Yeah. Did y'all watch it already?
No. Fuck.
Nah, I wish. Actually, we were talking about. They found the body recently of Julian Sands
Oh
because that
yeah.
was a missing report. So we're just spitballing. People in the chat mentioned that, and Mark was mentioning like his body was found in the area that he usually hiked, and
Yep.
I do wonder how they got overlooked the first time, like
hmm
throughout these months. If there's that same area,
I
maybe
don't
the
know.
snow. I don't know.
I heard the same thing. Yeah, that it was roughly like where he was always hiking, so it didn't make any sense. But it's been 5 months since they started looking. I have no idea.
hmm
Yeah, but it's too bad about what happened. And good actor. I mean, I didn't follow all of his career. I do know Warlock. I liked him in Arachnophobia and other stuff. But it's too bad. It just sucks. But you
Yeah.
know, shit. It's too bad. But
Yeah.
just want to say quickly, hey to the chat, the John Boz, Preminator, Cole, Crash. Hello there to all. And yes, Samuel Julian Sands passed away. He was hiking, but I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if he fell. I don't know if some attack, some. I still don't know if they really established what was it. It just he might have fell. That stuff happens. Maybe
hmm
he was hiking, something under his feet. Maybe it's such a freak accident. Don't know for sure. So maybe that they have the body. Maybe they'll do the autopsy and see what happens next. So, but raised on Fitchin and Peter Freakout, hello there as well, and everyone in the chat. And I'm trying to lollygag around before.
Yeah,
we
let's
get
just skip it.
fucking-
You know, it's not too late to turn back now, guys. Like, we don't have to do this.
we
We can
do.
like do something completely different.
We have to. It's a rite of passage.
To want hell. Listen, real quick, I want you guys to see this because I found this today because I was thinking to myself, I know I own this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I went looking for the Blu-ray and I finally found it. And this is one of the funniest things ever because I didn't remember this. But so here's the Blu-ray. I got it at Big Lots. It was $5, right? But it was
Yeah.
on clearance for $1.25. So it's never been opened. And I got it for $1.25. If that tells you anything at all.
It's a special occasion. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
bust that seal now.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's about how much this movie's worth. I feel like $1.25 was a solid deal.
Oh, wait. Okay, so wait, before we do anything, I've been talking to Matt about this. Initially, I watched your On the Road. You liked it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I know thoughts on movies can change over the years, stuff like that. What was like the one specific thing that like changed your whole opinion? Because you seem to like it. Even CK liked it. So
I don't think there was one specific thing that changed my opinion. I think it was just like I was so like, what's the word? Such a mark for the X-Files at that time that I don't think I was really looking at the movie as a whole as much as I was just like super thrilled that they put out another movie after all that time. And like, I think that was a big part of why like I liked it. Because looking back on it now, it's like severely inferior to the first film. And just there's a lot of plot holes, which we'll get into here shortly too when we watch this movie.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it since then. I don't think I have.
That's a long time.
Yeah, dude.
So
that's
which
2009. So
which version do you have? Because there's two versions. There's a theatrical and extended.
Let's see. This includes both the theatrical and the extended cut of the film. So whichever one you want to watch, we'll watch.
Yeah, the extended cut is 4 minutes longer.
Wow. Well, at least there's that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
we got to do the extended.
Marq only has the extended right now.
Marq.
So I guess
that's another 4 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
Hey, that extra 4 minutes might make you a better man. You never know.
Yeah, might put me in the grave too with this shit. All right, hold on, let me load this up. So we're watching the extended cut.
Yeah. Thanks, Marq.
I hate you all.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I was telling Marq before I was already in a pissy mood today, so I guess it fucking fits. I'll be watching this fucking movie today. Pissy mood it was today earlier. So
yeah, this is not a good movie to be like watching while you're in a shitty mood because it'll just make you even madder.
Before we go on, we'll do this right off the bat since, in case there's usually more people now, we'd always do it again later. What do you have coming up, Uncle Bill, on the Dead Pit stream?
So tomorrow night at 11:30, we are doing the Severin sale. That's the big thing that we got coming up on Dead Pit. So Severin's having this huge sale, which is actually pretty big for them. I mean, they've got some like pretty amazing titles and shit. And so we're going to do like what we do with the Vinegar Syndrome sales. Yeah, exactly. Special K. We're going to be like just on there kind of hosting and seeing what they drop and probably buying a bunch of stuff live. Like I've only got one title I want to buy. The sale price of these is about $50. With shipping, it'll be about 60 to 65, which is crazy for one 4K. So, but we're going to be doing that tomorrow night, 11:30. And then I think the next thing after that is just the tour of Italy thing. So no, it's not true. It's not true because Vinegar Syndrome sale is this weekend Vinegar Syndrome's dropping their titles, so it's going to be Steve is actually going to be on the show. Me, Steve, and Garrett are actually going to be doing the video. That's cool. This is the oddest combination of people ever. So that's bound to be great. So that'll be coming up on I think it's Saturday when Vinegar Syndrome drops their titles.
So it's just a sale, or they're announcing titles as well?
Both apparently. So they're announcing like a bunch of new titles, a bunch of partner titles, and supposedly having some sort of a sale, like the $10 sale that they had last time. Supposedly, we'll see how that pans out, though. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do.
Cool. All right. So have a pause at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The sooner we start, the sooner this
is over with, and we can end this. Yes. Fucking Marq.
I pause at the beginning for everyone out after the fact.
To be a completist. That's what this is all about. Hold on a second. For some reason,
yeah,
I can get to the home screen here.
Let me just go in the chat.
Apparently, this Blu-ray was released around that time period when, like, you had to go through 5,000 commercials of like new movies to get to the title screen.
Oh yeah, one of them was The Day They Stood Still with Keanu Reeves.
Oh man,
yeah,
classic.
Oh god,
yeah, that was the first one, Davey Vids. This one, priests that do stuff and head transplants. That's really all you need to know about this movie.
It's fucking Mulder with the worst looking beard ever is on this title screen. That just starting to give me flashbacks. I already don't. It's like getting up to go like skydiving or something, and then you just like you get to the summit and you don't want to do it. That's where I'm at right now.
But you're already there, so
that's right.
You got to ride the wave, man. You're already on it.
All right.
So terminal velocity, just be like Charlie Sheen, just jump off. Just.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Whenever you all are.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. It figures to be 20th century fuckface that would release this piece of shit.
Blu-ray disc.
See,
it's the new technology. 2009.
You see, Fox, this is what releasing movies like this is why Disney bought you out. Just release movies like this that bomb. Switch should have been the title. File harder.
Good Lord, how many 20th Century Fox things do we need to go through here?
How many did you have?
2, apparently.
I only had 1.
What are you watching? Are you watching the Blu-ray?
I'm on a stream.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the DVD I got for $1.
Let's
only pay 25 cents extra for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I think this double feature Blu-ray pack was like I think it was like $20. But again, it's got the first and second movie in it, so.
All right, so right now I'm seeing Power Lines. What are you guys seeing?
A car driving.
Yeah.
And people looking through the eyes.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Well, Caleb, why? Mark said he didn't hate the film. I do hate the film. It's a very boring movie, uneventful, that is overlong. It felt like not much happens. It wasn't a worthwhile mystery. The payoff is would be lame on a TV episode, let alone a full-length film with a major budget. And it's a silly send-off of head transplants and of all the ideas, of all the standalone ideas from movies you can make of all types of monsters, supernatural shenanigans. The fact that this is the best they come up with, and this priest that I don't care about, but I'm supposed to get into his story, that he's a word that YouTube don't want me to say, so I'll say he's the P word. Why should I care? What's supposed to be interesting? I don't care about Scully's faith. It's boring as shit. And it's a stupid faith, too. Just like, I don't know if this kid, I should go fix him and shit. I don't give a fuck. This ain't a Lifetime channel. I don't give a
Rambo's giving
fuck
the best
about your
rundown
life.
of this movie ever.
I know.
I mean, I didn't miss anything. And that's how it's... Mark, I bet as the expert you are, you can think of 5 ideas in 5 seconds that would have been a better movie. And this is the best they come up with after the show ended.
I'll agree. Okay, so I went into this movie
Oh God, I forgot about this guy.
really excited. If you watch the trailer, even it looks like a completely different movie.
Yep.
And what we ended up with was not what I wanted, but I didn't completely hate it, as dull as it might seem to you guys. Like, I know I can't disagree with what you're saying, Rambo. Like, there's not a whole lot of conflict, really. I mean, you got this thing in the opening here that kind of sets up the one character, but it is lacking in thrills, and it's supposed to be like a thriller. There's not a whole lot of great new additions, even though there are a lot of new additions. None of them are really like people you really care about or want to follow. Like you said, Exhibit is out of place.
It's a sentence I never thought I would hear. Yeah, Exhibit is definitely out of place.
Amanda Pete's just kind of there. I don't think she necessarily does a bad job, but I didn't really feel anything when her character doesn't make it. Like,
let me tell you something though, Stuntman Ma.
Yeah.
Amanda Pete in The Longest Yard or whatever that movie was. That was
Whole 9 yards.
The Whole 9 yards. That was something else.
Hey, I mean,
Jesus.
that's a whole other story.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that movie, I would just go ahead and watch it just for that scene.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the thing is, there were other movies that were made that would have been good X-Files movies that have already been made. I can name a few. The Mothman Prophecies.
Love that movie.
I liked that film, and I'm like, you know what? That could have been a good X-Files movie. If Richard Gere was Mulder and Scully, that easily would have worked. There's a movie called The Crimson Rivers with John Reno, which is a good mystery that has, you find there's a little bit of crazy stuff going on that was more interesting than this. That could have been a better movie. This is just boring as shit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have wanted this. If you were a diehard fan and you're coming out of season 9, you wouldn't care about
Ask Chris Carter, Davey Vids. Ask Chris Carter. It's supposed to be this thing about faith, and Scully has faith and whatever the hell about her faith, and faith this, faith that, fuck this, fuck that, all that shit.
God.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
Carter.
Mark, can you say you give an iota shit about this little kid, his affliction, his story, anything about this subplot? Anything?
Does. Mark he cares about this kid.
No, I can't say that I do really care about the kid. No, I'll be honest.
This is Christian, buddy. You don't care about Christian? Little fella here.
Yeah, like I said, if you come out of season 9 and this is what you see, you're probably going to be really pissed. There is no denying that.
Oh God, we're only like what 3 minutes in this movie, and I already want to turn it off. There's so much about it that I already hate, and then fucking
like what?
Agent Drummy comes into it here, like the penguin waddling dude in the beginning. That what is that guy's name? Like he's Scottish. He's some sort of Scottish comedian or something.
Billy
like
Connolly.
Billy Connolly, I hate that guy anyway. And then you got like the little kid, the sympathy character in it, and then fucking Exhibit shows up out of nowhere. Like that's already 3 strikes and you're out on this movie. I want to throw that kid down a flight of stairs already. I don't even know anything about him. I know he's got standoff syndrome or something like that, which is
Stendhal syndrome.
Stendhal syndrome. He sees paintings and he's all fucked up. Yeah. This movie would be awesome if he had that, by the way. That was his affliction.
Well, you'd always do the Shawn Michaels super kit like that kid in Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Hey there, Aragorn, and I mean, yeah, 9 is even questionable, but
That's not the
especially
only thing
after
he
it,
lost.
yeah, he lost his mind too.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
Might have been the best thing he did, Samuel. Celebrity Deathmatch. Exactly. I remember that.
He's better than Sticky Fingers, though. I'll give him that.
He is.
Here's the looked like a beard was glued on his face, like
Oh, you know it was.
with the thing. Oh,
I think someone mentioned like which is worse, this or the beard he had in Zoolander. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
this.
Phantasmat, how you doing? He's asking for a timestamp.
I've got 8:30.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe this is in DTS HD. That's unusual for film 2009 like this too.
Yeah, Davey Viz, I heard that, and yeah, that's
Mhm.
exactly what X-Files needs too. It absolutely needs that.
Yeah, we've
Actually, I
discussed the
lied. It just
reboot
needs to
before.
stop. Yeah, it just needs to stop.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to
Like
watch
all
the
these
reboot
franchises.
as well if it
No,
happens.
we're not. No.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that watching that shit. I might have to protest, get a raise or something.
That's going to have Michael B. Jordan in it. You're going to watch it.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's who I was waiting on. I was like, what could make this series better? Michael B. Jordan. So
When
okay,
you first saw the, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to
Gotcha.
ask Mark. Like at
Mhm.
this point in the series, this is like season 9, right? Like right around this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so is he
Yeah.
still like on the run, thinking that they're going to kill him at this point? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Exhibit approaches Scully. I know.
That sentence is great.
Exhibit approaches.
Exhibit
wants
and
to
Julian
pimp your
Anderson
ride.
in the same sentence just does not belong.
If you
It-
allow me to pimp your ride, you come back to the FBI, and I'll pimp your X-File room too.
Pimp that
your
black
office.
helicopter. Yeah. They're gonna put rims on the helicopter. Oh shit.
Oh God. Yeah, so he's supposed to find Mulder. They want Mulder essentially to help them find this missing FBI agent. And all will be forgiven if he
If he
returns. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which
But even that, I don't understand, because when
it
is the
doesn't make
whole
sense.
like big upper echelon? This is a guy that helped foil. He'll foil a plan to pretty much take over the world, or whatever the hell their plan is at that point. But one random FBI agent's missing. Sure, let's take the risk and bring this guy back. That may bring us all down.
Mhm.
But there's
Does that
something
make a lick of
special.
fucking sense?
There's something special about that missing FBI agent. Right, Mark?
And what's that?
I wish there was, but there isn't.
Damn it. I was holding on hope that there was something to make that plot hold up. All right, never mind. That's stupid.
You know, he half-assed it. Like, and a lot of it doesn't make sense already, but like the fact that they're trying to say that what's up, OCP? They're trying to say
We're
that
doing the time.
he's wanted, like, and the FBI will forgive everything. Doesn't really make sense, because if you guys remember at the end of season 9, it's a military like
Yeah.
trial that he has. he's brought up on charges from the military, not like the feds aren't looking for him. So it doesn't really go together well. It's not very cohesive at all. But I mean, we all know Carter had a really big problem with doing stuff like that with continuity.
Oh yeah.
He starts things back up and they're never like where they were when like we left everything. I mean, just look at like Spender when he comes back at the beginning of season 11.
Yes, exactly. That's the
George Bush, yeah, that picture.
Yeah.
not only that, but then they have to do the X-Files. Like, ooh, it's George W. Bush.
Yeah.
We have an X-Files ringtone now. To showcase how screwy this is. Fuck you, Chris Carter. Did he direct this piece of shit? Yes, he did. He fucking sucks as a director. Should never direct a. Can't direct fucking traffic. He can't direct his dick in a fucking toilet alone. Direct this fucking movie. Fuck this fucking dumb fuck.
I think you said, what was he smoking in your review?
Crack.
You said he was smoking his own dick, which I thought was the best thing ever.
Did I say that?
You did, yeah.
I may actually still he can't direct his dick into the toilet. That might be one that I take and like use in a future Deadpit episode. I'm just gonna tell you. That's great.
Be my guest. Yeah, Mike, you just to watch The Borrower from the director Henry Portrait Serial Killer. You can watch that's a lot better than this. George W. Bush.
But you don't want to keep Exhibit waiting. Now come on. Let's go.
I see dead aliens, yeah. I mean,
whatever happened to her, Marq or Rambo? Anybody like Amanda Peet? I mean, does she still do anything?
Oh yeah, she's in a lot of movies.
Like what?
I feel like you're being sarcastic.
I am. I have no idea.
Like, I mean, what the fuck? I can't think of the last time I saw her in a movie.
Well, I mean, it's not that it looks direct to video. It's just it might as well be because it's such a boring, in my opinion, boring story. Just, I don't know why they thought this was the one to put into theaters. I don't understand.
Right off the bat, though, it feels like where the first film felt like an actual theatrical movie. This feels like an extended, like television episode.
It's it's like a overly long, mediocre episode at best. Yeah. I was talking to Matt before we started. Like you could cut this movie in half and put all the, if you want to say there are any good parts, put all the best parts together, and just make it a standalone episode type thing. This story is like shoestring thin. Like there's nothing really there. I mean, like I know you guys don't care about the faith, but for that to be like the crux of like the whole story, that's not interesting to an audience. And what's summer blockbuster about this? This is a summer movie, comes out a week after Dark Knight. Yeah. What about this says like I'm surprised 20th Century Fox greenlit the screenplay. Like,
what the fuck?
It's really weird.
Such an odd cast too. Like, who the fuck casted this movie?
Probably Carter. More than likely.
Okay. No, sorry, folks. I was looking up Amanda Peet, and I forgot this was a real thing. On April 30th of this year, there was the premiere of the TV show Fatal Attraction. And Amanda Peet starred as the wife that was in Ann Archer in the original film.
Wow.
And Joshua Jackson
is
playing the Michael Douglas role.
Joshua Jackson is in like Pacey from Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
That is a fall from grace. I'm not sure for which one of them, but probably both.
So I guess that's what Amanda Peet's doing. Jesus Christ.
So he's talking about his pedophilia, and then he's talking about it's like, great.
Yeah.
That was a necessary thing to bring into this. That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all like the series, and in fact, Turtle Tank, I recommend you go on Dip his channel. We've done streams on all the previous seasons of the X-Files, one all the way to the revival. And we saw the high points, and then by the end, the downfall of all this stuff here. So,
Yeah.
uh,
We laughed, we cried, we all learned something.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, like we were all just beaten and withered. Even Marq at the end of that series was just like, I don't fucking know. Like, what's
Yeah,
going
it
on,
just
really?
it fizzled out. I still maintain that Carter is always the biggest problem with it. They shouldn't have given him full creative control for this. He has a tendency to do things that he thinks is like the best thing to do instead of doing the right thing to do. And the right thing to do would have been give the fans like what they wanted, whether it be the follow up in like the first 20 minutes to the ending of season 9, you wrap that up quickly and give your monster of the week story.
Yeah.
And for people that are just coming in to see it for the first time, it should be something that they see and they have a great experience with, and they say, hey, I want to watch the show now. Like, I've never seen the show, but this movie makes me want to watch the show. That didn't happen. Not with this.
No. This movie makes you never want to watch the show again. It has the opposite effect.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, Marq, you were mentioning that this was delayed, right? This film, or I guess the making of the film was delayed.
Yeah, for several years it was in like I guess you'd call it development hell. It was supposed to come out initially, I think summer of 2003 or 2004, and things kept happening to where it got delayed more and more. I know there was a lot of legal issues going on with the property as well, so I know there was a lot of courtroom drama there.
So you're saying basically, though, that Chris Carter goes into business for himself, to use a wrestling term. Like, he's not looking out for the actual series as much as he's looking out for just like himself and to make sure that it keeps going.
That's kind of what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
And Austin, no, Rambo 4 was in January of this year. And I know it because I saw it in the theater, as did the guys at Dip It, that you have it on the road on that. And great experience. A lot better experience than this was in the theater. Because I actually did see this in the theater, now that I remember. That's why when we asked, the only thing I remember was the lake. I like remember them on the lake. See what I said.
Oh, the end, yeah.
No wonder I was the only thing I remembered.
I remember seeing that though, Rambo 4 in the theater, and just like marking out that end sequence, just the entire thing. I was like, Jesus, they really like went all out. It was great.
That's crowd pleasing, and you don't get a lot of crowd pleasing of that nature in the theater today.
That's how you end a movie like that. Yeah.
Jesus.
Neopunk, no, they started production and they were filming at like December of 2007 or something like that.
Well, no, Turtle Tank, it wasn't their choice. Darren McGavin himself did not want to play Kolchak, so he played a different character. He played Arthur Davis, I believe is the character's name. So it wasn't that they didn't want Kolchak. Darren McGavin did not want to play Kolchak himself. So that was Darren McGavin's choice. Because Chris Carter would love to have had the Kolchak character. It would make sense they'd be in the same universe, but that was Darren McGavin's choice, so he played a different character. Drowning Pool, yes. I remember Drowning Pool. Let the bodies hit the floor. That was also the trailer to Jason X. That was the first time I heard that song. Yeah. Little bodies, little bodies, little.
Yeah, that song is like the musical equivalent of Jason X, really. So what we've been through 30 minutes of this movie, and what has happened in this movie? Like, what have we gained?
Well, we're
supposed to feel sorry for Pedo.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well call him Joe Pedo.
Got it.
Yeah.
And Mulder and Scully, they've lost their chemistry. It feels like they don't even give a shit about each other, honestly.
Yep.
Because Scully just wants to get the hell out of there, and I get it. She doesn't want him to be there. She had to go back to her shitty subplot with this shitty kid that no one cares about.
Why is the kid shitty?
That kid's a piece of shit, Mark. You know it.
He's got an incurable disease.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Well, shitty subplot, shitty kid. And I just don't give a fuck about. Okay, he's not a shitty kid. He's just in a shit plot.
No, he's a piece of shit. I don't like that kid. I just don't like the cut of his jib. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them kids that I don't know. I just don't like him at all.
He's being a pussy. He needs to get over that disease. Just stand up and walk.
Fight back. I didn't hear no bell, kid. Get up.
Stop being a pussy. It's just a flesh wound. Don't be a pussy.
fight that Sandoz syndrome or whatever till it hurts. Till it hurts, kid.
Don't have Sandoz syndrome. Stop being a pussy.
Oh, you know how much better this movie would be if he had Stendhal syndrome? I just wish. So now Psychic Pedo Bear he's having a psychic reaction.
Josh, this is not my worst nightmare. As Emilio Estevez says in Lord of Weapon 1, waking up without my penis would be my worst nightmare. So this is not my worst nightmare. So
that's
but thank you, Josh, for stopping by.
I saw that movie in the theater, if you can believe that. Which was
when you rewatch that, it has like everybody in it. Like from Corey Feldman to Charlie Sheen to John Lovitz to Sam Jackson to Tim Curry to William Shatner, Scotty from Star Trek. It has like everybody in that movie.
And for anybody that's watching along that's confused,
he's this little kid.
He's having visions of all of his former victims. Well, not all of them, but the ones that are like committing the crimes now. So the main antagonist in the film is a victim of Joe Pedo.
But why is he having visions? What made him have visions?
They have a psychic connection or link now that's only one-sided, and they try to explain that it's like, it's part of like his penance for his sins. Like he sees all these evil things that this guy's doing.
Are you telling me that like every kid that he molested is somehow psychically connected to him now?
Just these guys, just these two, apparently. Because they're committing evil acts like he did.
You know how awful a plot this is, Mark? Do you know how fucking bad this is? Oh, God.
What about the fact that, like, all of this is happening because the guy who's the victim, that's all grown up, is trying to save his, I guess, his boyfriend or his husband. He's trying to save his husband from dying. So he's stealing body or kidnapping people and taking body parts so that he can prolong the life of his dying husband. Bizarre.
Summer
to say the least,
y'all. Here it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you break this down, you got pedophiles, like this whole bizarre, like, husband and husband relationship where they're trying to stay alive by using body parts.
I think
don't
Chris
know.
Carter like wrote this in one weekend on mushrooms or something. Like there had to be. There's some story to this.
Maybe.
Here's the thing: the episodes about her faith weren't even the best episodes.
No, any
So
of
the
those
fact that you
episodes
make
were awful.
so to make that such a big focus, I mean, talk about not knowing your audience, Chris Carter.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like Gillian Anderson could not carry those episodes by herself. The ones where she was the only one in them, like they never worked. It was a team effort, y'all. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
second. Too long, Austin. Too long.
It's an hour and 48 minutes, the extended cut.
Yeah.
I could be in there hitting myself in the balls with a hammer, Mark, instead of watching this for an hour and 48 minutes.
Look at all the stuff that you'd be missing.
I am
though.
thankful. I am thankful Uncle
Right.
Bill's not blaming me. He's just blaming you, Mark. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
happy
totally your
here.
fault.
I bet by the end you'll like this movie again.
You think?
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you
But
what.
I know how that.
You want to make a bet on it, and then like if I win, you just send me that Death Wish set.
What do I get?
If you win, don't worry about it. There's no
No.
chance of that happening. There's no chance of me liking this movie. Something amazing would
But I
have
was
to
gonna
happen.
say, I can understand your feeling about how you had said when you saw this in the theater, you wanted to like it, or like you were curious about it because you're a fan,
Mm-hmm.
and how you're just glad that something new had come out. I think that's happened to all of us. Like I can say for me, it's embarrassing to admit this, but I'll admit it. When I saw Die Hard 5 in the theater, I
Yeah.
blindly said, hey, it's a new Die Hard film. I like the first four. And then for some reason I liked it. And then when I saw it at home, I went, wow, this is a big piece of shit that this guy can't direct action worth a crap. Why the hell did I like this? But it was because I was not as cynical back then as I am today. And
Same thing happened to me with Star Wars Force Awakens. Like I saw it in the theater with a crowd, and it was like the crowd was all pumped up and everybody was going crazy. And then so I was like, oh, this movie rules. And then you go back and you watch it and you're like, oh no.
this movie's so goddamn boring.
I'm fucking pumped up right now. Pedo bears and little sick kids. I mean, it's all the ingredients of a summer blockbuster. Mopey, Dana Scully, and dragging people through the snow. Exhibit. I mean, what more do you need? Oh God, this beard. This beard should have its own sequel.
It should. It's its own character.
Yeah.
I do wonder if CK still likes the film. Because I know he saw that episode and he didn't like it, like Bruckman's Final Repose, I believe.
He just watched
In
that one
the
episode and
scene.
he was like, no, this is this piece of shit.
He would
can't.
start on a comedy.
Yeah,
episode.
you can't talk any sense into him anyway.
So I guess there's so much for that home commentary. You guys
Yeah,
gotta do it.
that'll probably never happen now.
Unless I like keep mentioning it to him on the stream.
You should keep bringing it up and see what he
Should.
says. It'll just
It's so funny. Last time I brought it up, he said it hadn't happened because of you. Like he's like, I'm waiting on Uncle Bill.
What in the hell is he waiting on? I did every season and like all the fucking movies. Like, what is he waiting on me to do? Piece of shit. So his beard in this, I'm just going to continue on with the beard subplot here. His beard in this reminds me, the beard that Terry O'Quinn had in The Stepfather, where he like cuts it
Yes.
and everything. Like at the beginning, that's what this looks like. Looks just the raggediest fucking beard ever.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, don't kiss that nastiness.
Speaking of Terry O'Quinn, he was a regular on the show.
That's true. He got blown up in the first film.
That's right. And in Millennium, he was in there too. And Carter's other show, Harsh Realm.
And he was on Lost. That guy's been in a lot of good TV shows.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I don't know about Harsh Realm, but
Well, yeah.
Did you guys watch that?
No, no.
Yeah, Carter was trying to pitch it as like the next big thing, and I think it got canceled after like 3 episodes. It didn't make it like at all. Nobody watched it.
And what's sad about this is that if you did it the right way, it could have been like Star Trek, where when the show is over, you had a successful series of movies, for the most part, standalone. But this killed any chances of another movie because it was such a huge bomb, because it was such awfulness that a lot of fans didn't like it. It just, for some reason, Roger Ebert liked it, but a lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah, reception-wise, it bombed. But I mean, theatrically, it made half its money back, or over half its money back. I mean, I think the budget was like $30 million. It made between 65 and 70. And then, of course, DVD sales, probably another 15, 20 million. So
made $1.25 off me. So
yeah, there you go. See, every little bit helps. So it turned a profit. Like I mentioned that before, they've never lost money on X-Files. That's why I'm like, they'll do something with it again. Like whether it's the Ryan Coogler thing or whatever, they're gonna keep milking it.
I don't know. I still think they did lose money on this though, because like that 30 million doesn't include marketing, doesn't include advertising, and then movie theaters get a chunk of that gross. So like that 60-some million, people overseas get a chunk, movie theaters get a chunk, then all the advertising and marketing they put into it. So I would bet this probably did lose money.
Well,
and that's
again,
why you didn't have a sequel.
Counting in DVD and Blu-ray sales, like it did pretty.
How many people bought this fucking film unless it was $1, like me?
No, they did. Like I looked it up before. They did. They made a nice chunk of money off of the home video market aspect of it. Like it wasn't the smash success because like the first one was. That one was like almost 200 million or something. Like
well, that one was an actual like film that I mean it
true. Yeah.
It seemed like a blockbuster style film that would go along with the series. It had a high like budget, a lot of good production values, a lot of good action sequences, a lot of like good characters. I don't even know what the fuck. We're almost like, let's see. We're almost 40 minutes into this movie, and it's like nothing has happened whatsoever. People have talked, walked around.
Women have gotten abducted.
People have bled. Exhibit shown up a couple times. There's a kid rolling around. He's not getting my sympathy though. I have no sympathy for the kid.
It's very, very stagnant movie. This is random, but just fuck it. There's nothing on screen to talk about. Someone was asking, what's the worst Stallone film you've seen? Oh. Shit, you're asking me. So he said for everybody.
top of my head, Last Blood, maybe.
Spike is 3 for me.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot wasn't great. Just gonna tell you.
I always forget about
I
that.
could watch it. I could watch Stop and My Little Shoe.
Please don't.
I could watch it.
I could
Not
watch
the
it right
diaper
now.
scene that he said.
I could watch it right
Yeah,
now and
exactly.
guarantee I would
watched
like
over
it.
this
Yeah.
shit.
But no,
Stealth Yeti with a
that's
gun.
probably no. I know what it is. That's not the worst one I've ever seen. No. What was the one? Was it like Fight Night or something like that with De Niro?
Grudge Match.
Grudge Match. Yeah,
Mm.
that's the worst fucking one I've ever seen.
And Kevin Hart
Yep.
was in it.
Neopunk, you didn't like Judge Dredd? That had Rob
I don't
Schneider in
blame
it.
you.
I hate fucking Rob Schneider. That's
And
my
Armand
guy.
DeSante.
God bless. Uh-oh, his head's gonna bleed. He's gonna cut himself open like Abdullah the Butcher.
He's got his fork ready.
He's got the blade ready.
It's a mass grave.
Oh no, y'all.
But what is the whole point of this movie? Believe in pedos because it may save the day?
Yes.
Like, it seems
That's
like
a
a
good
weird
message.
fucking weird message. Like, Mark, what's the message of that?
Her faith.
I don't think Mark knows. I think he can salvage this.
Carter said it was about her faith, at least the title anyway. It was a double entendre for him always having the I want to believe poster in his office. That's always his motto. Her faith is tested. She wants to believe, but she struggles with it because of what's happening to the kid. He's so innocent. How could God let this happen? Blah, blah, blah.
Why are we supposed to give it shit, though?
Blah, blah, blah. Is that it?
You're supposed to care, man. That's why they made it a kid. Like, don't you like kids, Matt?
No, I want to kick him to a field goal while it's on fire.
He doesn't like
Stay away from my face. I don't like kids.
Do you not have any sympathy for the kid? You need sympathy.
Not
for the
this kid, because all I know is that he's sick with the Stendhal syndrome.
He's got
That's
the
all I know
Stendhal, man.
about
That's
him.
all you need to know. You got to have sympathy for him.
I don't know. I don't know his character. I don't know. That's not why I go to see X-Files, by the way, to see Lifetime Channel with Dana Scully. The Lifetime Channel, Lifetime Network. I don't like that fucking network anyway. Hallmark, Lifetime, whatever the fuck.
It's television.
That's not why I go watch X-Files for.
They should have got
Mark?
Meredith Baxter Burney in this. That would have been awesome.
You said what?
I said, do you watch it for Lifetime Channel and shit, Mark? X-Files? I want to believe this movie sucks, and it does.
Definitely not.
Yeah, maybe that'd be if they made a third one, it'd be that Phantasmat.
His ass just bleeds.
Maybe it'd be like a monster that makes your ass bleed for whatever reason.
Yep.
If Frank Henelot directed, Frank Henelot directed an X-Files movie, I would see that.
Speaking of which, you can get Bad Biology on that Severance sale if you want to. That's a piece of shit, but
don't.
Pay $50.
You
for
guys
it.
told me how much it sucks. Why am I supposed to buy it?
Pay $50 for that film. Anybody that pays $50 for that film,
Jesus.
you are either an idiot or you've never seen that film. I don't know which it is, but if you waste $50 on that film, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
That's a lot. I mean, it was Vander syndrome. Usually it's a lot, but $50 seemed. How's that a sale?
Well, it's not a sale. This is the Severin. The Severin thing is a sale on their older titles, but then they're releasing like new stuff that they're not putting on sale. So,
I'll skip it for $50.
Did you see the shit they put on sale, Mark? It's like 10
Mhm.
things and ain't none of them worth a shit. Like it's like you can get. They're saying they're having a 50% off sale, but they're like not including anything from the past 6 months that they put out, and
Mhm.
like no box sets, nothing like that. And they've got a list of what's on sale, and it's like 12 titles, and they're all just like a bunch of bullshit. I really hate Severn, man. Like I think that's the cheapest, shittiest company out there.
More
Anyway,
than Code Red?
yeah, I mean, Code Red doesn't really exist anymore now, does it? Like,
No. Well, it's
No.
is it Scorpion? They got all their
well,
stuff?
that I don't think that exists anymore after the other guy died. Both the Olsen
Well, it's
brothers are
funny.
dead.
That's true.
I guess their older titles still in circulation because I got this a month ago and it was still Code Red. This movie
Oh,
is
yeah.
still Code Red.
Yeah, Kino still puts
So-
out their stuff too.
Yeah,
Isn't there
yeah,
that
that's what I
one
thought was
site?
weird. I thought it was Kino Lorber, but yeah, it had the Code Red thing on it, not Kino. So, like you
Yeah.
said, what
Ronin
did they do? They
Flicks.
just blindly bought
Ronin Flicks.
some of
Yeah.
their stuff.
I don't know how that worked. I don't know if he sold off all the rights to them, or like if they're just a production company, or I don't know what not the production company, like the marketing company for them. I don't know what the deal is.
Guess that was during his Banana Man days or whatever.
It's so weird. When I was watching Cut and Run, he did like an interview in that damn Banana Man suit with those guys, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Did they bury him in the banana suit?
Yeah.
Committed to the end, I guess.
Yep, he took that. He kept kayfabe to the very end.
Now, here's some mystery. Don't you guys want to see what happens with this huge block of ice? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I can't be the only
Huge
one.
block of
Yeah, I do.
ice.
This block of ice has really caught my attention.
Yeah, Mulder's butt plug.
Look at the honker on that woman. That's the mystery here. Like, what is up with her nose? Jesus.
I've never seen the movie itself, so that'd be up to these two gentlemen if they've seen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were talking about that actually. Like that's the version to watch. There's
Yeah.
a R-rated version that's on Tubi, but it's bullshit compared to the unrated version.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, good. That'll be more money I can just flush down the toilet, basically. I love Kino sales though because they're actually the cheapest of all the sales.
Yeah, I'll pass on any VHS for $100. No, thank you.
I got a couple.
You never heard of it? You saw it in the theater.
You probably don't remember it at all.
Okay, CK, how come you liked the movie? There you go. Answer that question.
I'll
'Cause I
guarantee
know
you,
there's
he,
evidence you liked
doesn't
it.
remember a thing about this movie. I guarantee it.
I think my money is safe from what I've heard. I don't think I have to worry.
I don't
Is
think I'm
that the
going
one
to
doing
buy anything.
biology? They're doing bad biology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7? Okay, I will not get that.
No.
So fuck 7. So I will be saving $50 at least. So I will
60. You'll be.
be.
Here's the thing: if they say it's $50, then you're going to be paying 60 to 65 because their shipping's insanely high. So, like, you can guarantee with taxes and shipping, you're going to be paying at least that.
The fuck is Martino?
The Sergio Martino miniseries.
I don't know about that. I'm on the fence with that. Oh, the psychic. I might get the psychic.
Yeah, that's the one I'll probably get of anything.
What are you talking about, Mark? You already got one. There's a psychic right here. His ass and his nose bleeds.
His ass bleeds, his nose bleeds. He's a pedo. Great
Joe
ride.
Pedro.
Good job.
Oh, hey, Anthony, how you doing, man? You're not missing much. Yeah, you don't have to watch this in full.
Yeah.
Not in full screen, not in full vision.
That trailer is so misleading, Anthony. Don't believe it.
Yeah, it would make you think it was a movie, but it's just dog shit movie. There you go, Marq.
$85.
It's not $85.
You're
There's
crazy.
no way.
Well, I mean, if Bad Biology's 50 or 65.
If it is 60 or 65, then it would be around $80. No shit, because the shipping and everything would make it that. I guarantee it. And if that's the case, David Gregory can lick on my love pump.
I'll be more crass. You can suck on my pogo stick.
That's right.
That's still from the She Leprechaun movie.
Extended CSI episode we're watching here still going on.
We got Exhibit on screen.
Fucking God. He looks concerned
like
a lot.
Said, nothing happens in the movie. It feels like you mentioned, we're almost 50 minutes in. Lack of momentum is apparent.
We have an hour of this shit left. Like, it feels like it's been on for like 2 hours already. If I ever like get terminally ill, I'm gonna watch this movie on a loop, so I will feel like the time is just like dragging slowly, like on. That's right.
Shanking. Well, I'm about to shank this fucking movie out of the goddamn player and throw it out the window. You know what? In fact, I'm going to do this right now because I'm going to do something at the end of this fucking thing. And this is the start of it.
Oh.
This bitch at the end.
Oh, no.
It's going to be broken.
I can't
on camera.
That you're hurting Mark's heart
on camera after we end it because I have no reason to watch this fucking film again.
No.
That's that.
I know you're going to retape that slowly.
Oh God!
I'm gonna send you another copy of the movie.
That's what let's do. Let's just keep sending him copies of the movie.
This can never be rebuilt again.
It probably will it'll probably just reform. Heck, you can't destroy it like the Book of the Dead.
Oh no. Look at this.
He's really fucking that thing up.
I'm doing it, Marq. This is what you made me do.
You're not going to break this after you watch it, are you?
I hope so.
Doing this.
Oh God, this kid.
There you go, Marq. There's always left. This has a little bit of them on it.
This is the best thing.
A little piece of that, Marq. There you go.
Did you spit on the screen?
Like, he probably did.
That's how disgusted you are with the movie.
Fuck this movie.
I've been on a lot of commentaries. I've never seen anybody eat the.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
I got to tell you that that's well deserved, though.
Hey, it's for entertainment, but also because I sincerely think this movie fucking sucks dick. I'm tired of this fucking asshole people like Chris Carter. Fuck up these franchises. that they did away with. All the franchises you grew up with turning so much dog shit over and over and over again. Every fucking franchise, whether it be Star Trek, Star Wars, Indiana Jones now, everything just turns to such horse shit. And they never learn. Because the sheer schizophrenic, hypocritical, selfish, egotistical hubris that they think they know what the audience wants, they think they know what they're doing. And 9 times out of 10, they're fucking wrong.
I think they're right about
Just don't watch Star Wars The Last Jedi. Don't watch this movie. Don't watch the revival. Don't watch 205-year-old Harrison Ford. And what the fuck he's going to be doing. This just goes on and on. The more things change, the more they stay the same. It's like that fucking idiot.
Yeah, how was this movie like out? Honestly, we're an hour into this movie. How was this movie in a theater? Like, how did this? I'm not joking when I say the only thing that's happened, people have just been walking around and talking, and that's it for an hour, and nothing has happened at all. I don't know what the fuck I was like. What? I don't know. I must have been like, it must have been around the time period when I was smoking a lot of weed that like I enjoyed this movie. I don't know what was going on in my life, but this was not a good film.
Okay, in all seriousness, do you think it's the story they chose? Is it because of this lackluster subplot? Do you think it was because of just the wrong director? Like, in sincerity, like, you could say all the above, but what's the thing that picks at you the most?
It's
being serious.
Chris Carter.
The pacing and it's dread, like, just awfully boring. Just fucking. Like, I can't imagine anybody, even if you're a huge X-Files fan, like sit in this and just like try to be entertained by this movie. So far, like, I can't imagine it.
It's Chris Carter. I mean, Rambo, you give him a lot of shit, but I know I do too. He was surrounded by a bunch of talented people. Probably people that were more talented than him.
Yep.
When it comes down to his episodes of the series, although he has some really good ones like The Host, and I think he did Darkness Falls, and wrote some that like he didn't direct and they were good, but his worst episodes are exactly like this, I think.
Yeah.
They're really boring. They're the most out there concept, even for X-Files. And this is just an extended version of it, basically. Like it's not interesting.
This guy's name is seriously Alvin Exhibit Joiner. His name is Alvin.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Sorry. I just noticed that. I would definitely go with Exhibit too. Like, I would not call myself Alvin.
And also, I'm glad he's not in it, but don't you think it's weird that they do a movie and it's like, let's not have people like Robert Patrick in it? I mean, I'm glad he's not in it, but like, this is a guy who's an established actor, even for like the T-1000, people know him maybe just for that, but still, wouldn't he work better than Exhibit or some of these other people? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Nope.
So why didn't they do it, Mark?
There's not a better actor than Concerned Exhibit.
Had to
give Mitch Pileggi a bigger role instead of the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, why is Mitch Pileggi only around for the last like 10 minutes of the movie?
Oh, God.
Because he didn't have anything right for him, probably. He just shoehorned him in at the last minute just because. That's what it seems like, anyway.
But I mean, instead of Amanda Peet and Exhibit, why don't that be Mitch Pileggi and Robert Patrick?
For Robert Patrick, I'm not sure if that was his heavy like drug and booze era around that time. I've heard him talk about like he's lost projects because of that. I don't know if this was one of them. As far as Mitch Pileggi goes,
Maybe he read the script for this, and that's how it became.
maybe.
That's what I would do if I read this script. I don't want to fucking drug binge either. I'm like, this is what they did this fucking show. I would be fucking drugged up as well. Fuck this shit.
Well, like we talked before we came on, like about how it was supposed to be right up after. Various delays pushed it back further and further. I'm sure a lot of things changed between 2002 and 2007 when they actually started production. I don't have any clue, and I don't think there is on the internet either, of what Carter was originally going for with this. Clearly, it's not a favorite amongst you guys, even though I know you guys are hardcore fans. It's a real mystery. I've always pondered, like, why go with this? Nothing about it has any sort of excitement or anything to like get people pumped up or anything about it. There's literally nothing to it. I mean, even the most diehard fans, like I said earlier, if you saw this, you'd be pissed off. Like, this isn't how the placement of it in the overall universe is really bad coming out of season 9.
Would this have been well placed in any time? I don't think it would.
I think as a like lost episode or some shit, yeah, maybe, because then it wouldn't be as much filler. The only few parts
but it'd be a lame episode.
And there were lame episodes in the series, though. That's what I mean. Like, it would just be another one of those, and it would be easier to tolerate because it's 42 minutes.
Okay, yeah,
yep.
Well, no, it's just that the potential you have of a movie that's a standalone that doesn't have to worry about 9 years of conspiracy storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You, like I said, you could have had a series of movies that were similar, like the Mothman Prophecies. These other movies have come out that I think are much better than this. Mm-hmm. That could have been so much better. Yeah. Like imagine a Mulder and Scully centered, but it followed the first Conjuring movie. They're investigating an exorcism and all this stuff happened. Like imagine James Wan doing an X-Files movie.
Mm-hmm.
A standalone. I would imagine Mulder and Scully were at a film I like Malignant. They're investigating that. That would be so much better, in my opinion, than this. That creativity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Final Destination was supposed to be one. I remember they talked about that before. There was another one that I'm not sure if it actually was one. It's that movie David Nutter directed. He was also a director on the show as well.
Disturbing Behavior?
Yes, that one. Which, if you watch that movie, which I did recently, it looks exactly like an X-Files episode. It feels like it. It's got all the atmosphere and like just
shit. Fell asleep.
But no, I mean, it would have been better than this even. I mean, this whole thing is just bad.
Yeah, Phantasmat. I do enjoy that film. I saw in the theater, and like I said, that's a good X-Files movie. It's just not called X-Files.
Yeah.
Have either one of y'all ever been there, Point Pleasant?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's actually a really, I don't know. I mean, when you go, if you ever go for like a lot of people go for what they call the Mothman Festival, which is like a, just a carnival kind of festival for the whole thing, and it gets like thousands of people down there. But if you just go down there, like, during like off season or whatever, it is something really creepy about that place, that town.
Don't they have a giant Mothman there?
They do have like a statue. Yeah. It's like a giant 7-foot tall Mothman statue. Yeah. But, and they've got a museum that has all the stuff from the movie and like all kinds of like original newspaper things from when it happened and all that stuff in it.
Probably pieces of the bridge and stuff.
Yeah. It's a cool place to actually visit if there's not like a million people there.
Mm-hmm.
When did you visit?
Oh, I've been there 4-5 times now. Like we usually go every
For
year.
what's for a specific reason for that, or for other reasons?
Just that. Like we just go down there and
That reason.
we usually like because they've got like souvenir shops and like museums and parks and things like that down there. Anything you can think of.
So did the
There was one year they
yeah.
actually had like it wasn't Trick or Treat Studios, but a couple like vendors like set up like that where you could buy masks and like figures and like horror, and I was all into that. So like I bought a bunch of shit like that while I was down there. It's kind of like a horror convention in a way, the way that it was set up.
So did the taste interest you that much to go there the first time, or was there another
Yeah.
reason?
No, I mean I just
Okay.
like really thought that
The
whole thing
case.
was interesting. Yeah. I like the
Sorry,
movie as well.
I'm more fascinated by this than the movie, so that's why I'm asking questions.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm more fascinated with a prostate exam than I am with this movie right now.
So what fascinated you about the case so much to get you to?
I guess it was so I can see the idea of like you know, a bunch of people in a small town making up a monster gimmick, right? Because that's been done like a million times. So you make up that you see Bigfoot, or you make up that you see like some monster, or something like that.
The
What's
Wendigo.
What's interesting about this case to me is that there was like a mass kind of people that said this, and then part of it was the prophecy part that actually like happened. So like the bridge actually fell and all that shit happened. A bunch of people were killed. So that whole story just it was that part of it too. So it was not just, you know, Bigfoot running around, but it was like that this thing seemed to have a purpose, and then that tragedy actually happened like right around that same time, which is a hell of a coincidence, really.
So do you think it was coincidence, or do you think it was a
No, I don't
pre-planned
think it
thing, or do
was.
you?
I don't think it was a coincidence at all. I don't know what in the hell that actually was, but I think there was something to that.
It's
Call it
definitely
like
interesting to think about.
whatever you want to call it, like some sort of like could you know the shit that they're talking about nowadays with the aliens and UFOs actually exist. For all we know, could have been something like that, trying to like actually warn people for whatever reason or anything like that. Like who knows? Trying to make contact, because that was the weird part about it, is it tried to make contact with like several different people, but just nobody could understand exactly what it was trying to say, you know, or they would have
Hmm.
visions about it and things like that, but they wouldn't like be able to really understand it trying to communicate.
And it was a one thing, like it never happened again over there, right? Never
No,
again.
no, you never saw it again after that. Nothing like that ever happened. Like it was like that isolated incident.
Oh wow, I'd be curious to hear
Hmm.
about that, Anthony. I don't know if you made a video on that or whatever, but I would love to hear about that. That just fascinates me because, of course, I want to experience that, and that's never happened. So, fuck. Have you two ever camped down, saw something, or experienced something weird? I'm not talking about weird like, that kind of weird, like you can't explain.
I've never really had anything supernatural happen. No.
Hmm.
I already told you my UFO story once before.
Oh, okay.
When I was a kid, I don't remember this at all, but my mother told me that like I saw a ghost once. Now, again, I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, so I don't know how much faith I put into that. Actually,
There
you
was
know
a
what?
ghost warning.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. So I was doing a stream. Um, it was a video stream, and I didn't have like the chroma key on like I have right now for like the background and stuff. So it's in a whole different like spectrum. There's no filter. And it was just the basic like camera. I'm chatting with a friend of mine. And people have died here before. Now,
Wait.
What?
Explain that. Where you live?
Yeah.
In the house?
Yeah. Like this whole area.
How?
Not like
Okay, in your
murder or
house.
anything, but like one guy, I think it
Marq
was
lives in a
cancer.
morgue.
Wait,
Yeah,
there's
that's
more
right.
than one that died in your house?
Yeah, more than one.
How many?
I think 3.
Yeah, think about
I think 3.
3.
I maybe more than that.
They're warning you, get the fuck out of the house.
Run, Marq, get out.
Nothing bad ever happens, but that one time, okay.
So what were the 3? Like how? If you know.
It was none of them were like murders or anything like that. I know one guy was like super like deformed or some shit like that, and like he had a bunch of ailments and then he passed away. One guy was cancer and I can't remember the other guy, but this was over a span of years. So anyway, I'm on camera, and you know how like you watch those ghost shows and there's like something that looks like it's flying, kind of looks like smoke, and it's like a silhouette-ish. I saw that like right here. Now I'm thinking like, well, there's no bugs in here because when a bug gets close to a lens, it can appear to look like a ghost or something supernatural. There's no bugs. There's no fan on. I'm not smoking. I don't smoke. There's nothing that could have made that happen. And I saw it multiple times. And the guy I was talking to, he saw it as well. So I was like, at first he didn't see it. I noticed it. And then like it happened again later on the call. I'm like, did you see that? He's like, yeah, I did. So it wasn't just me. He saw it too. And like, that kind of freaked me out for a minute. But then I'm like, whatever.
So when you saw it, it's like where
Wait,
you're at
wait
right
a
now?
fucking minute.
Yeah, where I'm
The end
sitting
of-
right here, right now.
The end of that story
to
was
your
just,
left?
but whatever. That was the end of that story.
Yeah.
So it was like to your left or to your right?
No, it was
Oh,
like right
shit.
here. Like, I mean, this is a big space. It may not look like it, but I mean, this is
So
a
you
big
saw
room.
a whirl of smoke right here.
So it was like, I mean, I can't like describe it exactly, but it's how it looks like on any of those ghost shows or anything that you've seen. Like, you know how they see a orb or some shit like that. Like, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it got bigger, and then like so, it went in one direction, and then it stopped, and then it went in another direction, and then it went that way, and like, and I was like, okay, maybe there's something going on with the camera. So I turned the camera on later, and then I just sat there with it on maybe 10, 20 minutes. And I kept seeing things in the camera, but I couldn't see them with my physical eye.
So did you record this if you
Get
had
out
a
of the house,
camera?
Marq. Get out of the house.
I didn't record it. No.
Go to safety. Seek safety now.
Yeah,
I think it's the Mothman.
I could record
Tell you
it.
get
I
the
mean,
fuck out of the house.
I could try to get it on camera. I mean, I could just sit here and then wait for something to happen. I mean, I'll try it. I mean,
So this happened more than one occasion.
Just that one time that I saw, because I don't usually use the camera without the chroma key. Anytime, like when I make videos and stuff, like I use the screen. Anytime I stream, I use the screen, so I have to use the chroma key. So it's a different spectrum. So, but when there's no filter, no shit, like nothing on, like then it's just, you know, the actual image of what you're shooting. So I would imagine that's why it never shows up right now. Like you wouldn't be able to see it.
So it could be behind you right now as we're talking.
Or in front
and
of
this
me.
could be like that movie Unfriended.
Mm-hmm.
And you just disappear all of a sudden.
It could be.
Yep. He starts getting chats, like little messages. Like,
Be careful, folks. This might be the next found footage movie.
oh shit.
Unfiltered.
That's right.
We just see Marq fly up out of the chair like he's gone. Holy shit. Oh. By the way, side note to all this stuff about the Mothman thing, there is, I forget the name of the hotel, but there's an old hotel that is kind of the basis for the hotel that Richard Gere's staying in that one scene in the movie that's in Point Pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have stayed at that hotel, and it looks basically the same as it did like back in the, I'd say 60s, 70s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a wild experience. But one thing I did notice was they have a shit ton of like ghost hunters that come to that hotel, like, or people that are trying to get like EVP readings. They're just like all over the place in that hotel. It's wild. Like, so I don't know if that's supposed to have some sort of significance or anything like that, but like that is just there's just a ton of people that are just wandering around that hotel with the little things out, just like walking around doing shit. Cracks me up.
You should
Did
join
you
them.
ever want to try that?
I
Did you ever
will.
want to try that? Ghost hunting type of
No,
thing?
I honestly don't believe in ghosts or any of that shit. But that being said, I don't believe in ghosts and I don't believe in any of that nonsense. But I do believe in like alien something, something. Like the whole idea of the Mothman and all that, I can believe in more so than I can believe in ghosts.
Okay. It could be just...
He's still gonna give you shit about that.
I could be hoarding. You never know.
Jesus. The parent. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just a house, but it would always weird me out about if I found something like that out. Maybe not enough to move because I'd be like, I want to see it if something happens, but
I don't want
it's
to
always
fucking
be
see
a weird feeling.
If I'm wrong, I don't want to know about it. If there are ghosts and shit, I was like, nah, I'm good.
That's okay, Matt. I forgot as well. Nothing happened.
So somewhere or another, pedo priest ended up in the ICU. Amanda Peet got thrown down an elevator shaft.
Yep.
And
Oh
that's
yeah, that's
about
right.
it. Yeah.
And back, she fell in the CGI land.
Yeah.
And
there's a Russian dude running around with a liver. I don't know what the fuck that's about, and I don't care.
And that yawn is pretty much what the audience felt when they saw us in the theater.
Yeah.
Even if this wasn't X-Files, this would just be like in the realm of, what was that movie, Whiteout with Kate Beckinsale, or those kind of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
If this didn't have the X-Files name, no one remembers this movie now, but you'd be even less remembered.
You're right. It's just not a good fucking movie. There's nothing about it that's good.
No. It's not interesting.
Yeah, it is. The little kid.
Well, Mark, you say you didn't hate it, so what was it that you like about it?
Yeah,
we're everything.
I'm really trying to figure this out. I like to study this answer like the fucking Zapruder film. Come on.
Everything.
What is it about this movie?
No, I like the cinematography. I like all the acting, the whole storyline. That's all really good.
Yeah.
The storyline?
Big Exhibit fan.
Yeah. I want to believe as well, just like them.
Well, as the phrase says, you could believe in one hand and shit in the other. See which one gets filled up first.
God.
Airbnb at 3 a.m. and heard someone making. That was just probably marijuana. But B&B. Oh shit. Yeah, be careful, Anthony. It might be that. What was that fucking movie?
The Barbarian.
That was at the B.
Yeah.
Anthony will go down and find a fucking half-ass naked-ass parkour fucking lady.
Titties flopping all over the place, chasing after him.
Try to force milk in his mouth from her titty.
Spoiler.
That's such a silly
titty
fucking
milk
movie, man.
I couldn't believe.
I actually didn't mind the first half of that movie, but when it got to that, and I'm like,
yep,
what
same
the
here.
fuck is this?
People love that movie too. Like a bunch of people did. I was like, what the fuck are y'all like talking about? Like, it's one of the stupidest ideas. Like, plus it's already been done like 3 or 4 different times. Like something almost exactly the same as that has been done in different movies. Like, that's not
Which movies come to mind?
Don't Go in the Basement. There's the one, oh shit, what is the one with it's like something. The one where the baby guy is living in the basement of the house.
I know what one you're talking about.
Odd. Somebody on here might know. Matt or somebody might know. Like there's the one where like they're hiding like the kid, or not the
Okay, yeah.
kid, but the grown adult who's like a baby in the
Yeah,
basement
The
of the house.
Unseen.
Unseen. That's it. Yeah.
There you go. You know what's sad, man? Cinemurtum, that picture you have is creepier than anything in this movie. That is a creepy picture.
What did the first X-Files movie do better than this one? Everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned before, it felt like a big event movie, even from the big explosion of the building at the beginning to really set the tone of the seriousness of the threat, to having these set pieces like the way it's shot with all the bees, and that all comes up. You see the widespread and being chased through the cornfields, and it felt like more unique set pieces, more unique locations. The whole finale in the alien spacecraft, which then later on they're like, "There's no such thing as aliens," even though we were in an alien spaceship. It felt bigger. It felt like this. They could not do it this way on a TV screen. That's why a movie was worth. That's why the movie had merit.
Yeah,
For
this
existing.
really does feel like a really long, boring CSI episode. That's what this movie feels like.
Yes. Plus, it didn't feel like it had subplots that went nowhere, like this whole thing with the fucking kid and the stem cell research. Whatever the hell, like, who gives a shit? Who gives shit at the stem cells? I don't care.
The only thing she's done through this whole movie is just kind of like moped around and then read articles about the shit for this kid, and that's it, really.
Miss Mopey Moperton. That's all she fucking is in the movie. Haggard eyes and fucking.
Yeah, it's the worst aspects of her character from the show, honestly. Because when she did that on the show, it was always annoying, but it would never really last. Eventually, she would come on board with whatever Mulder's doing, and they would work together to figure it out. Here, they're completely separated. She's doing her thing over here. He's following the killer. He got his car flipped in the snow. Now she's just like playing with everything.
I think if they did, for this movie, a sequel to Home, and people who hadn't seen the episode, you just show like little flashbacks or even dialogue. We had this case long ago. That alone would have been a more interesting movie than maybe it's this cross-country. I don't know how to put it. Another film I liked that was a good X-Files movie, but was X-Files. For those who don't know, there's a film called Suspect Zero, which is an interesting film with Aaron Eckhart and Carrie-Anne Moss, where Ben Kingsley was part of this program called Psychic Reading, where he's trained to draw these images, these visions, but he went away from the program and he's trying to chase this killer called Serial Killer X. And he's a guy hunting serial killers. And so Aaron Eckhart's an agent chasing down this guy killing serial killers and wondering, is he a killer himself? As in, is he Serial Killer X? Or is he doing the good stuff and the real Serial Killer X? Anyway, I'm doing bad to explain it, but that was a much more interesting film compared to this. And that was in the 2000s as well.
20 minutes, Bulls. Counting it down. Come on.
No.
I don't know how. I do not know how this is worse than I ever even like possibly remembered.
So is it just the pacing, like you mentioned, that makes it worse than before? Because this, I mean, at least in in the theater, you couldn't talk. So
I'm
you
not.
could
I'm
talk.
watching this movie. I really struggle to try to figure out what in the hell I liked about this movie at that time.
In the theater, you were probably hoping that the payoff by the time you got to the end would have been worth it. Everything that you sat through beforehand, more than likely.
Mm.
It's like, it's up until this point, you still not really sure what the hell all this is about.
Yeah, that was the same director, who did Begotten and Shadow of the Vampire. That's right. I think it was the last film he did, I believe, because it was such a big bomb. But I think that's a bit underrated film. Not on Blu-ray, only a DVD. Paramount, I believe, released it. Take care, Bobby. Have a good night. I don't blame you. This would make anyone fall asleep. I think half the budget was just for fucking snow. So I guess that's what blew all the budget.
Yeah.
So what would you say is worse after watching this or the revival?
This, I would say. I hadn't seen this in a while, long time.
I mean, this is I remember at least being like entertained by a couple of episodes of the revival. I have not been entertained by a damn thing that's happening in this movie at all.
Yeah. There's literally no excitement to anything that's going on.
There's nothing going on in this movie. It's like,
no, wait, Mark. I thought you said you liked the story.
I like all of it. I do. You're right. That's all great.
Yeah, this is the thing that really killed me is that at the end of the day, it's just ultimately a head transplant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's doing all this so he can keep his husband alive. That's it. That's his entire motivation.
An hour and a half, but yeah, this movie does that to you.
That's true, Matt. This wasn't a paid request. I don't know why we did this to ourselves. Actually, I do know. It's because Mark has to be all fucking OCD about completing this.
Hey, you started it. We got to finish it.
There better not be any more of these. They better not reboot this show.
But I
don't
think there will be. Do you really think they will go ahead with a reboot? I don't think they will.
I hope not.
Yeah, for sure.
You do?
Yeah. I mean,
why?
Well, like I said, it's an IP that they own, and they're going to do something with it. I don't think it'll be necessarily David Duchovny, Julian Anderson, all the usual suspects.
No.
But just to like cash in on the name of it, of course. Why wouldn't they? That's what they do with everything. That's what every studio does with everything.
It'll last like one season, get canceled, like a lot of these things do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any faith that it'll be good at all, but just the fact that it will happen.
In the chat, did anyone see that Twilight Zone reboot Jordan Peele was behind that came and went like the wind?
Yeah,
no, I never watched any of it. I heard about it though.
Never watched it.
I feel like no one in the chat has seen it either, so feel free.
You're right though, Mark. It's hard to believe that this entire film builds up to one of the dumbest ideas ever, which is just he's trying to get a fucking head for his husband.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good name for a movie. Head for your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, head for a husband.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I kind of already saw this done in the early 90s. It was a film I actually enjoyed by Eric Red. It was called Body Parts.
Yep, Jeff Fahey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the villain in that is going around getting his own body parts back. At least Eric Red knew how to make it exciting. Like, for those who haven't seen it, there's like a car chase where there's like two people in two different cars and they're handcuffed to each other. You get some shotgun fun at the end. Brad Dourif being crazy like usual.
As always, yeah. I think
But I'm an Eric Red fan.
I think Scream Factory put that out, or Shout. Did Scream Factory put that
Yep.
out, or
Yeah.
Shout?
Yeah, I got it right there on Blu-ray. Yep.
There we go. I didn't know he hated Jordan Peele that much. Jesus.
Well, now you said that, I don't know if anyone's going to ever make a request. Jordan Peele stuff.
Well, Body Parts didn't have a two-headed dog, so there's that.
Oh, I guess shame it didn't.
It didn't have Joe Petto either. So
there's another movie like Body Parts 2 that came out. I can't think of what the name of it was. Very similar. And a bunch of movies like that came out around the same time.
Now I'm waiting for someone to just request you guys like a commentary on Get Out or something.
They will. Like, if anybody knows that we hate something, they will make us watch it.
Yeah, you're not alone. A lot of people didn't know either, but it did. And then Cole, you saw too. It was trash.
They advertised that in the theater. I remember seeing Jordan Peele on the big screen talking about Twilight Zone.
Yeah. And when's the reboot of Sliders by Jordan Peele?
That show.
Slide through different dimensions, and it's all about PC shit. I actually don't hate Jordan Peele, but his gimmick is running thin.
Yeah.
I do remember it was Grindhouse.
Yep. That was
when saw the theater.
Supposed to be his big comeback.
Machete.
Oh, Machete. Fuck Machete. Machete don't touch.
I actually think that what's his name? Don Johnson did have a comeback. Like, that was the weirdest thing to come out of all that stuff, was like Tarantino put him in Django, and then he was in, what else was he in? You know, the Knives Out. And so he actually did like kind of make a comeback from all that, which is crazy considering what he was in before.
Yeah, he was in one that I really enjoyed called Cold in July. Really good. What was it? Him, Sam Shepard, and guy who was Dexter TV show.
Oh, yeah. Michael C. Riley.
Yeah, they were the stars of a very interesting, I guess, thriller.
Hall.
Oh, yeah, I said Michael C. Riley. That's the guy.
I just caught that.
That's the guy from Step Brothers. But yeah.
I see Hall. Okay. Phantasm, I actually did like Nope. I will admit, and people were like, "What the fuck you like that?" Well, fine, you don't like the way. Fuck you. I like. You mad when I like something? You mad when I hate something? I like whatever the fuck I like and hate whatever the fuck I hate. Leave me alone. Shit. You mad at me
Seriously.
for I hate everything, and then I like something, and you get pissed off too. It's fucking shit.
Leave Rambo alone. I'm serious. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Did you see Nope, UB?
Yes and no. I tried to watch it
Mhm.
and got through like about 30, 45 minutes of it and just turned it off and never tried to watch it again. So I don't know. It just something about that movie just I didn't do anything for me at all.
I mean, it is a weird opening with the Monty. It's a bit weird. I get what they were going with, but it's a kind of a weird way to open your movie.
Yeah, very.
Oh yeah, Don Johnson was in with Vince Vaughn. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Brawl the Cell Block. Yeah, probably when Twilight Zone bombed, they kind of skedaddled that idea. Which you'll find is M. Night can disappear.
Are they going to chop Mulder up into itty bitty pieces, my friend?
That's right. They're about to. He's going to try. I think his plan was probably to take his head, but let's just see what happens here.
I don't know. Maybe he found a picture of him with that beard and said, "I don't want this beard to grow again. So you must go and die. This beard cannot live on this planet Earth."
Scully fucking Barry Bonds him. Remember Barry Bonds? All that nonsense. Mark McGuire.
The steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What is your thoughts on that? Do you think that is cheating, or do you think that's fair play to use the steroids in that baseball? You think everyone should use steroids? Because the argument I hear is some people like make the game more exciting. On the flip side, it is kind of cheating as well.
I mean, if I was really into baseball, I would probably hate it because as a purist, if you were into baseball, you wouldn't want a bunch of people just roided up, like and a bunch of other people not roided up. As somebody that doesn't really give a shit about baseball, though, it made it like a ton more exciting. Like that's the only time I ever watched baseball in my life was when all that was going on. So,
I guess in a weird way for a while, that's kind of what wrestling was in a way, where the bigger guys, the people who weren't really into wrestling, they got attached to that superhero figure, at least in the 80s for a bit.
Oh, we're at the end.
And not much happened. Hey, Neil Pond, what are your thoughts on the film Joker and the upcoming sequel? I liked Joker for what it was. I don't think you need a sequel. Not every damn movie needs a sequel.
Yeah, better left alone. I like the first one, but I don't want a sequel.
God damn, Bulls. Nobody told me my mic was on mute. I completely forgot.
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice. I just thought you were sleeping again.
I just passed out.
Oh, there's the line. She wanted to believe.
Mm-hmm.
if this is all about God and faith, and maybe it's Burt Reynolds saying all this shit, then just choose a different person instead of a pedo, and then things would make more sense and be easier. Maybe choose better fucking word of God people. I don't know.
You got to have faith, man.
Shit. Well, like, got to have faith, the faith, the faith. You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
Remember when Limp Bizkit did that shit?
Did they?
Yeah, they remade that song. That was like one of their
I
biggest
didn't hear
hits.
that.
And it was like, instead of, just a regular version of it or whatever, it was like, you gotta have faith. That was the way they did it. It was like,
You and CK got to do a cover.
yeah, that would be amazing. I want to believe, y'all.
That's right, Neopunk. You tell him. He's got to believe.
You have to
I gotta
believe that this
believe
movie
to
is good.
achieve.
Believe it. Believe the lie. Come on.
Well, I'm up for Ripley's Believe It or Not, and I choose the not. The same shit. There's a reason why nobody ever talks about this film ever. We're probably the only person on YouTube to talk about it in 10 years.
I wonder if anybody else on YouTube has done a commentary over this film. I bet we probably are the only ones.
Well,
that's a good question. Well, now we made history.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. Yeah. All this is just such bullshit, Mark. You know it is. Like, just the whole fucking thing, and
No,
just
it's good, man.
all this philosophical mumbo jumbo shit at the end, trying to tie it together. It's like, just fucking shut up and let it be over. You're the only one. Y'all bet that's true. Like, nobody else. I guarantee that's true. Gozar the Gozerian.
Oh yeah.
That was back in the day when you could literally, before like all social media went crazy and Instagram and all that stuff got, popular, you could literally just email people through their websites, and that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly how we got it. He had a website. I can't remember the name of it now. I can see the picture on the front of it in my head. It's like him leaning back on a chair in like a studio, and like he had his own little production company or something. I just emailed him through that, and he responded amazingly.
I was curious, when you email people, did you say, hey, this is our site in case you want to take a look at who we are and how we do interviews and stuff?
Yeah, what we started doing was, the more people we interviewed, like the easier it was to get interviews, because then we would just include everybody that we interviewed in the emails. So it'd be like, hey, we're part of Dead Pit, and this is the first internet like talk radio horror show, and we, to this date we've interviewed yada 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 yada, this person, this person. So I guess people would look at that and they would be like, oh well, these guys actually have some credibility because they've interviewed like, whoever, Savini or Romero or Joe Dante or it is.
Thank you, Blast Radius.
There's no way he likes this movie. I don't give a fuck. He can say whatever he wants. There's no possible way.
UB, it's not that bad.
Just like Dracula 3D.
That's right.
Yep. If this is the hill you want to die on, Mark, if this is your Dracula 3D, then so be it. Oh, not this fucking kid again. Can this kid just die? Like, I'm over this kid. Like,
we gotta have the procedure now. I don't
even care.
It's all been leading to this. We have to see what happens.
Oh my god. I just want like an alien chest burster to come out of this kid right now. It's like the plot twist. Oh.
All right.
Don't you
That's
do
it.
it. Don't
Doing
you
it.
do it.
He's gonna do it.
No.
Here he comes.
Oh no. I really think he is gonna do it. Let's see.
I know he's gonna do it. Yeah.
It's part of the
Mark,
collection, Matt. Don't
You
do it.
doubted? You doubted me?
Don't. What
You
about all the
got-
special features on there? You got the commentary.
Picture.
You got
the
your behind the
commentary.
scenes,
Yeah.
your bloopers and gag
Listen
reel.
To Chris
No,
Carter.
don't do it. You'll regret it one day. I'm sure of it.
Oh,
No.
there it goes.
Oh my God.
It's such a sad day.
I want to believe
That
this can
movie.
break. And look, Mark, I believed in it. And I achieved it.
Oh my God.
He had faith that he
I
could do it. So
I had
he
faith
did
I
it.
could do it. And I did it. Here, this is for you, Mark.
You know,
I
if
will
you-
send this to you.
If you put all those pieces in the disc tray in the right spot, I'm sure it'll still play.
That's right.
It's worth trying, I think.
If you put them in there like that, it probably would be a better movie than watching it as a whole. Fucking good lord.
See it?
Man.
See it, Mark? This is what you did, Mark.
You're hurting his heart right now.
I don't know what to say.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. To quote my movie, The Big Lebowski. This is what happens, Mark. This is what happens, Mark. This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in pieces.
Oh my God. I can't believe that happened.
Can't believe he did it.
I can. If I had another disc of this, I would do it again.
How dare you?
No, I'm not going to eat that because I'm going to bleed. I'm not going to bleed for this movie.
You didn't even finish the end credits. Look at all this.
There's all kinds of production shots of this boring ass
Yeah.
movie.
What about
This,
the crew?
I'm gonna give this.
What am I missing, Mark? Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 10.
That's high.
This was not even as good as I thought that it was, and that is scary. Do not watch this movie, even if you like the X-Files, which we all do. There's no need to watch.
What
this
makes it
movie.
a 2 instead of a 0?
Not. That's a good question.
Watch it.
really. Don't fuck no
Watch it. Buy it.
no. Oh my god. Yeah, do you want me to send you this? That'd be so killer. Can I just mail this to your house?
Hey, if you send that, I swear, I'll make a separate video bringing that fucking thing too. Mark, I'll come
We
to you. I'll
just
steal your
keep
good
sending-
shit. I'll break that and leave that shit. I will steal some of your fucking good shit you've been showing there, man.
I really
Mark,
think that
you
should
know.
be. I think that should be our gimmick. We just keep sending them. Like we could probably get these for like $1, right?
Yeah.
We just keep buying them and sending it to them.
Yeah.
I just keep making videos, just break them. It's like, what was that group that just, they get all those VHS tapes of like Titanic or something, or Jerry Maguire. They was Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
And they have like, yeah, great. People just keep sending me fucking X-Files. I'm just going to break every single one of them.
I love what it says at the bottom of the case.
What
It
does it say?
says, "Uncover the truth with 3 hours of bonus features."
Oh my god! Please no.
You just threw all that away, Matt. I'm shocked.
I threw all that away. I threw garbage away, and it deserves to be in the fucking garbage can. And Wiener Productions, thank you, man. Yeah, Odyssey. I upload these on Odyssey. And thank you. There were 2 movies. One's good. This
Mhm.
was not. In fact, this piece is too fucking big. So we need to take care of this.
It's got his head
See,
on
Mark?
it. David
Oh,
Duchovny's
God.
head.
David
yeah.
Duchovny.
Fight the future. And then
Well, now
I want
you
to
know what's
believe.
inside of these. Now you know what's inside these things.
You know what you've done though, Matt? You
Dog
fucked
shit.
up. You fucked up the Ultimate X-File edition.
That's right.
How dare you?
You need
No, I
both
did. It
of
was
them.
a $1 DVD. I fucked up. And it wasn't worth any of those pennies.
He really
So
didn't
there you
deserve
go. There you
to
go,
shit
Mark.
on. All right,
There you
Mark.
go. That's all that's left.
Honestly, no bullshit or anything like that right now. What do you rank this movie? Out of 10.
Out of all movies or just the franchise or out
Let-
of 10? Okay.
Let's just go with just the X-Files.
Out of 10, I give this movie a 7.
Okay, let's try again. What would you rank this movie out of 10? There's no fucking way you say 7 it is. And be serious. There's no goddamn way.
All right, I'll give it a 6.5.
I swear to God, I'm coming. I don't even know where you live, but if I could figure it out.
No, seriously. Okay. It's I can't hate it as much as you guys do. I just
How?
can't. I don't know.
We just sit through this fucking thing. How can you not hate this?
This thing, Mark. This is 6.5.
Yeah, it's like sitting through a funeral or something of a series that you once loved. That's what this is.
I'll probably give it a
Don't believe it.
out of 5. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5.
That's way too high. How dare you? That's like a solid C. This movie is not a C movie.
That's like a D plus, I'd say,
I give it.
or C minus.
No, I got 2. No, out of 5, it's a 1. It's a fucking 1 out of 5. There ain't no doubt. If you're going out of 10, though, it's a 2.
For me, it's 0.
Well, I
So
kinda
many
figured that.
questions that I would love to have answered about like this movie, though. I'm not watching 3 hours of bonus features to figure them out, though. So fuck that.
Well, you have to unlock and the mystery and find the truth, or whatever the tagline was on
Something-
the box.
Something I noticed on this too is this had that Blu-ray Live feature on it. Did you see
Mhm.
this?
Yep.
Which that
There's all kinds
Let
of
me see.
surprises on there as well.
interactive features, Dakota Whitney files. Oh boy.
Mhm.
What
You
about
need
the
those.
Dakota Fanning files? Can I get those?
He's still
Dakota
breaking it.
Fanning. He's breaking the son of a bitch all to pieces.
Yep. That way no one can ever find this and put it back together again. Don't deserve it. Garbage. Garbage like this deserves to be nothing and in the fucking trash.
This took a
Fucking
turn
garbage movie,
that
Mark.
that none of us could have seen.
Other than the snow looks good.
The
The
snow
snow
looked good.
looks good.
The cinematography on that snow was off the chain, and Exhibit was really worried looking throughout the film. He did a good job being worried about stuff that was happening.
I mean, maybe 7 out of 10 on the snow scale. There was really snowy of snow.
Yep.
It was really white and cocaine looking.
Yep.
So probably the
If
cocaine they
it
should
fooled
have
me,
done.
if it wasn't real snow, then it fooled me that was not real snow. They did a good job.
I'm sad that he destroyed the disc, honestly.
I know that has to kill you, Mark, because like the shit that you buy and everything, just watching somebody destroy a Blu-ray has to like just. You know it deserves it though. Deep down inside the cackles of your heart, you know it does.
It's part of the franchise. You can't destroy it. Now you have a hole in the franchise.
I just did.
Your collection is missing.
So it would be like destroying like Jason X, right? Like if you had all the Friday the 13th movies and you just like ripped up Jason X, then it wouldn't really be complete.
I like Jason X. I watched
I'm
it
just
like
saying,
nobody
like that's
fucking
one that's
movie.
universally kind of hated. So I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
out of the Friday the 13th films, yeah.
I
I
usually
get it.
watch Jason X over what the fuck I just saw.
Yeah, I would watch Jason X 10 times in a row before I'd watch this movie again. Fucking
I
It's
guess
not-
if you have Dracula 3D and Mark has ideas of this movie, I guess mine would be Jason Goes to Hell. I guess
I like
we all
Jason.
have
I
those.
like
movies
Jason
a lot.
Goes to Hell. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But most people, understandably, I get it.
Matt's comment, yeah. I feel the same. But listen, guys, on the good news front, it's over. Our national nightmare is finally ended. We've completed.
Literally over. There's no way I could
Yep.
watch the film if I anyway. So it's
Unless they
impossible,
make
Mark.
something new, we have completed the entire X-Files series.
It's a
Including
sad
films.
day.
So again, for anyone out there who watches after the fact, who is seeing this now, if you want to see other X-Files stuff on UB's channel, Dead Pit, Uncle Bill and CK's channel, we've done streams on all the X-Files stuff before of all the seasons, season 1 to the revival. and you can watch those streams where definitely much more positive, at least until the revival.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think for people who came in late, once again, Uncle Bill, you got a few shows coming up, including Severance stream and a Vinegar Syndrome stream, as well as your tour of Italy.
So tomorrow night at 11:30, that's the Severance stream. A lot of people will be watching that because a lot of people like those sales. And then Saturday will be the Vinegar Syndrome stream. I believe that's at noon. They started releasing stuff at noon now. On Saturday, and then on Monday, the tour of Italy will be Sergio Martino. That's the director. That'll be 10 o'clock on Monday. So yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah. And Mark, anything in the pipeline?
Not really. I mean, I want to.
He wants to believe.
Wants
I
to
knew that was
believe.
coming. We'll see. I don't promise anything anymore. I can't until I'm back up and running fully. And I don't mean my machine or anything like that. Until I'm back on the roll of actually like recording stuff, I won't promise anything. But stay tuned. That's all I'll say.
You never know with Mark.
And as for me, before we head out, I'll just, for folks that I'll be doing requests each day. And maybe this Friday, 8 p.m. Central, I might do just a regular stream, hang out. Maybe 8 p.m. Central. And for anyone out there, if you want to come by, feel free. So with that said, thank you all for watching tonight. Take care, everyone. Thank you for the chat for coming by. And thank God this movie's over, because I will never see it again.
Amen.
See you guys for now. Ciao.